Judge Evans says the ban is because of witness intimidation. The ban will be starting on Monday, and those entering the courthouse at 26 in California will not be allowed to bring cell phones, laptops, or any electronic equipment. Live for WGN in the Loop, I'm Cody O'Hara. That's right, Tashara. I'm live here in downtown Chicago at the CPS headquarters, and as you can see behind me, protesters have gathered in disapproval of the unanimous vote to close 49 elementary schools. Professor Pope points out that most white-collar criminals are not always the Bernie Madoffs of our time, but instead average Americans that we walk past every day. The traffic aids you see behind me, including cameras, will be at the crosswalk site until December, when both the Chicago Department of Transportation and the Illinois Department of Transportation decide if more crosswalks like these will be in the city of Chicago. Even though Bettina and Carrie are set to head out for South Korea in September, some are expressing skepticism as to how safe the region really is. And the snow is really coming down now. All day we've seen a mixed precipitation from rain to now heavy snow. Shortly after 11:30 in the morning, the southbound train derailed just before the Armitage Brown Line station. Several residents and DePaul students who live in the area rushed outside to see what was happening.
Well, first I heard it. I heard a signal problem, and I was leaving my apartment from the back porch, and there was a train. There was like 4 trains stopped, and I saw people getting off of one train across the tracks onto the one that was near me, and it was really confusing.
I'm here live on the scene at the corner of Sheffield and Dickens, and as you can see behind me, the train that derailed is right over the tracks here on Dickens, in between the Armitage and Fullerton stops. Now, the CTA is not sure yet when those train lines are going to be open, but they are providing shuttle service from the Fullerton stops and other stops downtown to the north and also to the south sides. Now, police are telling us that no injuries were reported. 3 people were taken from the scene in ambulances, but it was probably more for cases of distress. Now, we also talked to people that were on that train, and they told us that they felt a bump after the Fullerton station, and right before Armitage, the train did come to a stop. Now, those people were on the train for about 30 minutes before they were taken to a northbound Red Line train that later took them to the Fullerton stop. DePaul students had a hard time making it to class, and some decided to not go at all.
Yeah, it affected my day pretty harshly, actually. I have a class in the Loop, a calc class, and I had to miss it. We tried about 4 or 5 buses to get down there. 2 of them wouldn't even open the door. The other 3 were just packed like sardines. You couldn't even get on those buses.
I've lived here for 4 years now, and nothing like this has ever really happened.
For about 4 hours, DePaul Student Center looked like a taping of America's Next Top Model. From the panel of judges to the models strutting their stuff, students from DePaul and other schools in the Chicago area came out to gain insight into modeling and to support nonviolence efforts in the city. They also auditioned for the Elysium Affair, a fashion show at DePaul on April 26th.
I think it's pretty cool, actually. I actually just walked myself, just messing around.
The Black Student Union as well as Alpha Phi Alpha here at DePaul are presenting this night. At least 50% of the proceeds will be given directly to an organization here in Chicago that is trying to decrease the violence. Another way students here at DePaul are trying to make a difference. It's no secret Chicago's been struggling with violence. On April 10th, the First Lady, Michelle Obama, visited Harper High School on the city's south side, which has lost 8 students in the past year to gun violence, with 29 of its students shot in all. Ms. Obama spoke about the killing of Hydea Pendleton, a high school girl who performed at President Obama's inauguration, and the murder of Janila Watkins, a 6-month-old baby. Stories like this have shocked the nation.
I get very sad, like innocent girls, like the girls that got killed from walking. I kind of feel like that can somewhat happen to me too. With new victims on Chicago streets every day, DePaul students decided to dedicate themselves to preventing violence. This will include a so-called shadow day before the fashion show on the 26th to show youth from violent neighborhoods some positive paths they can take in the future.
The shadow days that we put on, which are campus tours, we bring college students in CPS schools up to our campus and show them college life.
These students can then attend the fashion show, and the models will also benefit.
For our models, we're not paying them, but we are providing many benefits, like they're going to be coached by Factor, which is one of the top agencies in the country. Then we have many photographers coming, so they're going to have portfolio building. They'll have shoots available. They're going to connect with BCBG. They're going to connect with Paul Mitchell. So all of this is going to make it a worthwhile opportunity for them as well.
Honestly, anything that you could do just to show that you care. Because I feel like one of the big things is a lot of people don't think no one cares.
So whether you walk the runway or just sit in the audience and support the cause, the Elysium Affair fashion show will be beneficial to many.
No, it's perfect to me because your walk matched your build, matched your personality. So it was one cohesive thing. So I liked it.
For Good Day DePaul, I'm Cody O'Hara. We're lucky to live, study, and work in a city filled with great food, but there's also lots of unhealthy food, and sometimes it's hard to say no to that late-night call to your favorite food delivery restaurant. With classes, internships, and jobs, the last thing on many students' minds is their nutrition.
Actually, fall quarter for me, I actually gained 10 pounds. I'm not gonna lie, 10 pounds. And a lot of my other friends gained a couple pounds as well, and it's very easy to.
For some students, the so-called freshman 15 can turn into sophomore, junior, and senior year weight gain. But is this caused by the stress of college itself? And should DePaul be making more of an effort to keep its students healthy?
They do have the Ray here, and they have activities here that they hold, classes, free classes that people can attend. So I definitely do think that they do put a healthy lifestyle out there.
The Raymeyer Fitness and Recreation Center offers nutrition consultations with a dietitian. The goal, to make sure people are watching their daily food intake. The Center for Disease Control claims that most U.S. citizens don't get the proper requirements daily of fruits, vegetables, or whole grains, but take in way too much sodium. Dr. Kenneth Sarubi here at DePaul claims that this is not just a national problem, but also affects the students here at DePaul. Dr. Sarubi teaches a class on health and nutrition at DePaul and says another factor impacting health is alcohol.
And then I think alcohol is a big problem too. A lot of students like to drink. Some aren't even of age for their drink. So alcohol does have calories. People like to drink a lot of beer. I mean, you get the beer bellies, you get the calories from drinking beer and wine and other hard liquors. So that's a problem.
DePaul has a Staying Healthy campaign that encourages employees to sign up for its Vincennes program. This includes walking, nutrition, wellness screenings, and discounts on fitness centers and weight loss programs. For students, Dr. Sarubi has one tip.
What I always talk about is trying to avoid fast foods. Now, I know the freshmen eat on campus, and they don't have to eat the pizza every night, or they could eat salads. They have nice salad bars.
And to continue to promote a healthy campus, DePaul recently unveiled the new Office of Health Promotion and Wellness, all in an effort to keep students' employees as healthy and happy as they can be. For Good Day DePaul, I'm Cody O'Hara.